during our time of office. So what we were trying to do was to make sure that we also push to have a clean environment in Chitungwiza, and also prioritizing health and women in Chitungwiza. We had this challenge where women would want to go to give birth. They would have challenges where council was not able to provide such services. So now we are glad to say that we are able to provide such service of we now have ambulances, we now have 2 refuse compactor trucks, though they are not enough, but we are somewhere. And we also have a team of people that are actually, if you go in every ward in Chitungwiza, every morning from Monday to Friday, you see that there are people who will be working around to make sure that we reduce dump sites in Chitungwiza. So that what we are trying to do, we are trying on a small scale to ensure that there is cleanliness in Chitungwiza. And also, when we got there, the vision of Chitungwiza was to, they used to say, the town with the abounding investment opportunities. So we changed it and said that we wanted Chitungwiza to be, the vision now is Chitungwiza must be a smart heritage city by 2030. The idea now is to refocus our town. As you know, it was established as a dormitory town, and we now need to shift Chitungwiza from being a dormitory or a satellite town to become a standalone town where people can actually access their services without necessarily relying on Harare. Though it's a tall order, but we'll definitely get there. So the structural issues and the cultural issues, we are also dealing with it. As you would see that we now have a new organogram in place, which is now about to be operationalized. We also had to deal with the issues of indiscipline, where we had to make sure that our staff must be competent. In terms of Chapter 9 of the Constitution of the Republic, it speaks about how the people in the public sector must conduct themselves in making sure that they provide the much needed superior services to the people of Chitungwiza. So in a nutshell, we still have a lot of things that we intend to do, because during our time we also made it a point, like what my fellow from Omosha was talking about, the issue of creating safe trading spaces for the people in Chitungwiza. Like, Chitungwiza, many people are into informal trading also. So we had adverts where we wanted to build 4 state-of-art markets for our people in the informal sector. That is at Chikoanyika, Uriadzo, Chikwana, and there's a place called Jambanja in Unity M. And also we had to advertise Chibuku Stadium. We want it to be renovated so that it can meet CAF standards, where we bring back Premier Soccer League in Chitungwiza. As you know, currently the PSL is dominated, or at one point was dominated, by soccer coaches and soccer players from Chitungwiza, but we do not have anything to show for it. So what we are trying to do is, our town, it has produced so many people with so many talents, including, we have also produced those talents, on a lighter note. The Shaddais, they are from Chitungwiza. Yes. So apart from that, we have a lot of people and a lot of talent from Chitungwiza. So we cannot continue being a dormitory town, or being a satellite town of Harare. So what we are simply saying is, we are also calling upon, and we have been engaging with the government, that it must give Chitungwiza an opportunity to function, so that it moves away from being a dormitory to become a standalone town. That's why you find we actually declared under our watch that Makoni is going to be our commercial center, and we have so far tasked our planning department to come up with a new local development plan for Makoni under the urban regeneration program, or urban renewal. Same applies with town center. That's where we did our groundbreaking ceremony, our groundbreaking to construct a new civic center for Chitungwiza. But we made it, or declared it, an administration center for Chitungwiza. So the idea there, we are trying to also bring those services closer to the people of Chitungwiza, and also making sure that Chitungwiza stands alone and does not become a problem child for Harare. And then there are other problems which are perennial in Chitungwiza. These are water problems and sewer problems, and you cannot the water and wastewater, you cannot separate the two. As long as there is perennial water shortage, you are bound to face the problems of or continuous problems of wastewater problems or sewer blockages or sewer burst. So fortunately enough, under our watch we got a relief from Africa Development Bank under the program of Zimfund 3, where we are going to have other hotspots which are going to be, the lines are going to be constructed. They've actually since brought the equipment, the new pipes, trucks and other equipment to ensure that we construct new sewer lines. As you know, Chitungwiza was established in the late 75, in the late 70s in fact. So over the last close to 40 plus years, the infrastructure, the sewer network infrastructure is now it's almost next to nothing. So we need to rebuild. So it's capital intensive. So these are some of the things that we are doing in terms of making sure that we reduce the problem of sewer in Chitungwiza under this Zimfund 3 program. But the long and short, we need a permanent solution with regards to the issue of water supply in Chitungwiza. So there's Muda Dam project, but the Muda Dam project is a long-term project. That's why we are advocating now that there is need to build a canal from the eastern highland side, from the eastern side. We have Cllr Dam, and also the other, Mvrese, it goes into Mozambique and straight to the ocean. So we need to build a canal over there where it can actually go for something like 100 to 150 kilometers. But you find that that water will not require much chemicals. There will be low cost. So they can build a canal into Arawa and the Seke Dam, which can actually bring a permanent solution to the water crisis in Chitungwiza, and also it would address the perennial sewer problems in Chitungwiza. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm told